Welcome to Matrix Decoded. Please hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you.
We can't see it, but we're all trapped inside these strange repeating loops. Right now, we believe it's 7:02 a.m. But that couldn't be further from the truth.
Greetings, citizens of the Matrix.
Guys, what if everything we know is just a giant computer program?
Yeah.
Like, the whole world is the Matrix.
Like you, I saw something in the Matrix movie and spent years studying it.
Listen here, dirt worm. Let go of all that hate in your worm heart and smile more. Hello, Tree Grisby.
The Matrix is a symbolic, coded mirror of our world. What if the world you are living in right now is the Matrix? Would you live different?
You know, when we think of the Matrix, we think of epic sci-fi, right? But what if the whole thing isn't really about the future? What if it's a parable for right now, for our digital lives? Today, we're going to use that powerful metaphor and the journey of Thomas Anderson to explore how the idea of the Matrix has become a quiet, subtle reality that shapes our world every single day.
So let me ask you something right off the bat. Think about this for a second. Did you actually choose to watch this? Or did some algorithm kind of nudge you here? That little thought, well, that gets to the absolute heart of what we're talking about today. Are our choices really our own?
See, this is the thing. The real Matrix, it's not some far-off sci-fi nightmare with machines and future wars. No. The whole point of the allegory is that it's a system that is already here. It's all around us, and it works so smoothly, most of us don't even see it.
And this quote just nails it. Think about your morning. What was the first thing you did? Did you reach for your phone? Did a screen immediately tell you what to be angry about, what to buy, what to feel? That invisible hand, that little nudge guiding you, that is the modern Matrix in action. It's right there.
This comparison really brings it home. In the movie, you've got these super dramatic, glowing pods. Well, in our world, it's just your apartment. And the control mechanism? It's not some gnarly steel spike they jam in your neck. Nope. It's the constant, endless buzz of notifications, pulling your attention exactly where the system wants it to go. It's a lot quieter, for sure, but you could argue it's way more effective.
So, if it's so subtle, how does it keep its grip on us? Morpheus called it a prison for your mind, and he was right. But this isn't a prison with iron bars. This prison works through seduction, not force.
Exactly. The system doesn't need iron chains when it can just offer us convenience. It gives us what we crave, right? Reassurance, a feeling of safety, and man, is it convenient. We plug ourselves in willingly because it just makes life easier. We're making a trade, authentic choice for curated comfort.
So take a look at this. It's a pretty direct question. How many of the choices you make every single day are actually yours? The music you stream, the news you read, even the food you order for dinner. So much of it is suggested to us by an algorithm, packaged up, and then sold back to us like it was our own brilliant idea. It's the illusion of free will. We're just picking from a menu that someone else wrote for us.
And this leads to something called swarm mode. You know, in the latest movie, it looked like crazy sci-fi, these crowds of people suddenly turning into weapons. But we see this happen all the time, don't we? A single headline, one viral post, and suddenly millions of people can be flipped from calm to furious in minutes. Whole populations start moving in these predictable ways, almost like they're bits of compiled code.
Remember that glitch in the Matrix, the cat that walks by twice? Well, for us, that glitch isn't some rare anomaly. It's our daily routine. Wake, work, consume, repeat. This stark loop you see here, this is what we've been taught to call a normal life. It's a pattern that's so deeply ingrained, we rarely ever stop to question it.
Okay, so if that's the diagnosis, what's the cure? How do you break free? It turns out it's not about finding one magic red pill. It's about a practical, three-step path to taking back your own mind.
And here they are. It's a pretty simple progression. Recognition, resistance, and creation. First, you have to actually see the system for what it is. Then you start to push back against it even in small ways. And finally, you have to start building something new to take its place.
All right, step one, recognition.
This is the big one. It's absolutely the most critical step. Why? Because you can't escape a prison if you don't even know you're in one. So the very first act of freedom is just awareness. It's seeing the patterns, noticing those little algorithmic nudges, and just acknowledging that the cage of convenience exists.
Next up, step 2, resistance. And this is not what you think. It's not about epic battles with agents in black suits. No, it's all about the small, daily refusals. It's choosing to put the phone down and read a book. It's deciding to think for yourself when the swarm is screaming at you to feel a certain way. Every little time you say no, you're putting a tiny crack in the code.
And that brings us to the final and maybe most powerful step, creation. See, this whole system holds its power over us because it's so hard to imagine anything different. But the moment we start to build new ways of connecting, of living, of thinking, the moment we can even imagine life without it, its grip on us starts to weaken.
But here's where the idea gets a really important update. And this is huge. This isn't a journey you take by yourself. The old myth of the lone hero, of the one, that's over.
This slide really lays it out. The old myth was all about a solitary savior, right? One person wakes up to save everybody else. But the new reality is all about shared power. It's not just about Neo anymore. It's about Neo and Trinity. It's a massive shift from one person wakes up to we wake up together. This is not an individual's fight. It's a collective awakening. We find our strength, our ideas, and our courage in each other. We don't unplug one by one in isolation. We do it side by side.
So all of this brings us to one final crucial thought. For decades, we've all been asking the same question. Is the Matrix real? But maybe that was always the wrong question.
Because the real question isn't about whether you believe it's real, it's about action. This isn't some puzzle you're supposed to solve. It's a choice you have to make. Now that you've seen the cage, now that you have an idea of how the system works, the only real question left is, what are you going to do about it?
Undercover, I am your DJ, bringing you the truth. This is the remix, hot bigger. DJ Brian, this is the remix.
And bigger say, I don't wanna die bigger. I am a tie bigger. Get my offer, no return bigger. And bigger say, I simply don't wanna die bigger. I am a low life bigger, but I'm still alive bigger. And bigger say, I simply don't wanna die bigger. I am a low life bigger, but I'm still alive bigger. What you know you can't explain, but you feel it. You felt it your entire life, that there's something wrong with the world. You don't know what it is, but it's there like a splinter in your mind, driving you mad. And bigger say, I don't wanna die bigger. I am a tide bigger. Give my offer, no return bigger. And bigger say, I simply don't wanna die bigger. I am a low life bigger, but I'm still alive bigger.